Hello, everybody. Hope you're doing well. I've just been sitting here prototyping this afternoon, making some pens. We're going to put those together, talk about some other cool stuff. Lots happening in the shop. Had a little bit longer Monday than I normally want, but I've been out here for about an hour and a half now, playing around, having some fun. I am working on a couple things here. I'm going to show you a couple of things which are really interesting. And someone's going to get a good deal on a pen tonight because I hate to just lose the blanks. But let's just say hi to everyone. Hello, Cindy. Man, you've been here a while, longer than I've been out of work. Let's see. Larry's in the house. Hello, Larry. And then we got Christina James. Hello, Christina. Go Eagles. Let's see, Cindy. April. April's back in the house. We're so happy that you and many others keep joining every night. It's always fun to have you around. And there's some thumbs up from Larry. Larry, that's a lot of thumbs. Does that mean you're all thumbs? That's a funny joke. At least I thought it was. Let's see. Everybody's saying hi to one another. April got snow yesterday. Yeah, you're in Colorado, man. There's a lot of snow out in the country, up in New England, up in Montana, North Dakota. They're everywhere. Starla says, all good here, but sprinkling rain, expected freeze tonight. I think it got to 32 degrees here today, and now it's on the way down. Let me go see what it is, but it's going to be, yeah, it's 31 now, and it's not going up, and by about 5 a.m. it'll be 22, so that's pretty chilly. I don't care who you are, that's chilly. Doesn't bother me. I got a heated home. Okay. And then we got Trudy's in the house. Hello, Trudy. Let's see. Yeah, Cindy, toasty compared to everyone. 52 and no clouds. I actually like 52 and no clouds. As long as it's not too windy, that is gorgeous. Let's see. And we got Joe in the house. All right. Crystal Lloyd's in the house. Hello, Crystal. And we got Will. Will's back in the house. Love it. Hey, and Denise is here. Yeah, you too, April. Same back at you. You know, we don't get to hear each other's voices much, but we see lots of texting back and forth. And when you're here, that's just sort of like family, you know, a place to hang out. I feel it's a little bit like Cheers. I always love that show. So let me just move this over to my other monitor here. Make it big. There we go. I have been tinkering around. Oh, here in a little bit. I poured this up yesterday. And this is a pen stand. And all I did was put that ghost red in there, which is sort of an abalone kind of thing. And it really has a really nice reflection to it, which is really cool. And this is a place to stand your pens. I'm going to put some ink pens in there. But these are the little things that come that you pour along with the mold. So here's the mold. There's the mold for the bottom. You just fill it up. It's about that simple. And there's the mold for the top right here. Fill it up, just that simple. And then you get this little tiny mold here that you pour these little things in. You just pour resin in there and it makes these little stands. And these are supposed to connect the top to the bottom. Now, the reason we bought this mold was because Carrie had bought one of these from somebody, very pretty, glittery kind of deal, all set up and stuff. And these bent like backwards. They were like and I said, man, is it supposed to be that way? She says, no, it's supposed to be straight up and down, like the mold, right? Straight like the mold. And heat, gravity, I'm not sure what took it back, but I am prototyping. And I got to make these a little bit bigger yet because this one's just a little bit loose on this side, but it goes in that same hole. Tops are holding nice. This one's holding nice. Just got to get the size right. But this is American cherry. So now it's not going to bend and all that kind of stuff. And you could, when you got this home, simply glue it in, right? Toss a little bit of super glue in the bottom of one of those up on top here. Boom, it's never going to move, never going to bend. And it is American cherry. So that is very nice stuff. So I'm just prototyping, essentially building toothpicks is what I'm doing. But This is going to be mine to display my pens on my desk, just because I was playing and prototyping, and I didn't invent the mold. I just bought it off either Let's Resin or Amazon or something like that. But that is that right there. So I'm going to do more of these. I want to make one of these in abalone, because that'll just be smoke your eyeballs crazy. Anyway, we'll set that to the side. Hey, Kevin, what's up? Kevin just wandered in, said, "What's up, peeps?" So a couple things, and I actually poured some of these too. Same thing, just had leftover resin. This is going to be some of that confetti. So anytime I got extra resin, I'm just going to throw a little thin piece in there. We're going to cut it up, and we're going to make the confetti pieces. So that'll be fun. Oh, here's the other little legs I didn't know where I put. Same thing, blue resin. I don't know if there's something you can add to resin that makes it strong. Like, you can add those glass fibers to cement, and that makes it really strong. But I did want to show everybody this really cool Klein Tools knife. I've had these knives for probably 15 years. Just your typical, knife. You buy a pack of blades for $2.99 and it lasts you for years, kind of thing. But I saw this one here, and I always love a good gadget. So this is typical, right? Let's see, you do the old push down the button, and you get this kind of thing that's almost like a carpet knife there. Push it all the way, get it nice and flat. I haven't even used that yet. Still has the little plastic tip on it. So that's cool. And it goes in and out like a switchblade kind of thing. That's pretty nifty. You got blade storage right in here. It stores, looks like 2 blades. That's good. If you're out there in the field, you got to do something. So that is nice there. But here's the cool part. I love a good scraper. And now this one here, if you pull this little container down there, that flips up to its own scraper. So now I can come in here and I can scrape all the stuck resin off of my my desk here and pop those off, kind of thing. So I really like this. This is a super brand new blade, and it's super sharp. So I got to wear it down a little bit and just get all the little bumps of resin that collect as I'm casting things. So that's a pretty cool little deal there. And you just pop this out and it goes back in. So I like that stuff. So this is a Klein Tools. You can get it on Amazon, and I'm sure many other places, but Klein Tools is a quality electrical tool manufacturer as well. All right. Where everybody knows your name. That's right, April. Where everybody knows your name. I grew up on Cheers, man. I was new in the Navy watching Cheers. That was just a great show. Oh, Carrie's in the house. Everybody straighten up now. Behave yourself.
And other things people said, I don't think you remember when you're half, tired. And
what are you talking about? The pens.
All of the 24-hour blank pens that were won to purchase have been sent out.
So all of the what has been sent out?
The blank turning.
All of the blank turnings, or the blank requests for payment or something?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Your invoice, if you got a 24-hour blank, your invoice has gone out.
Well, it is on a reserved listing, and I sent links to everyone in Facebook.
It's on a reserve listing, and Carrie sent links to everybody
in the Facebook Messenger, because that was the fastest way to get it to you, so we can get those out and turned to you. So I did quickly. So
Carrie did it.
So we have Trudy, Teresa, Starla, Stacy H, and
you got a mic? Oh, good.
Yes,
good.
Christina C, and Caroline K, and everyone else who won one has paid. So those are the ones that are not paid. And then I did have a couple of kits. April, Kevin said he saw you on live. You wanted that Alice in Wonderland Margaret Morales that was from another company, DIY Moon Shop, before they went out of business. I have one of those kits, and it was $40. Let me know if you're still interested. And then Teresa and Trudy won some D-Stash kits. I will get those out tomorrow to you, and that way it has to be sent separately than the pens because you guys have other pens, so they won't fit in the same box.
Excellent.
So that is the status of the 24-hour live stuff. And Joe, I have a pizza cutter for you. Did you want the pizza server as well? Oh, you're not. Oh. Where is it? It's not here.
Where's what? It's right here.
Oh.
What do you need? What do you need,
does
baby?
Joe want the
Joe, well, you talk to her. I mean, you got
Okay.
the mic.
Yeah.
Joe, do you want the server along with the pizza cutter? Or do you want the pizza cutter at all? That is the question.
And we also have an ice cream scoop available.
Yeah, everybody saw that coming up.
Yep. So that is available for purchase. And it's the blank we use for it is $45. And then the turning is what? $50 for that?
We already discussed that. The blank was, I paid $35 for the burl.
Okay.
That went into 2 blanks. So the cost of the burl is $17 per blank.
That I'm talking about the ice cream scoop.
Oh, the ice cream scoop. Yeah, it's a $45 blank. And because that is wood and resin from Cocoon. So what did that ice cream scoop kit cost?
I don't know.
Well, got to figure that out.
I don't know. You bought
PennStateIndustries.com.
He's put me to work.
It's like, it's not my job. My job is here.
But this
Joe says just the pizza cutter, please.
Okay. I will get that out. That is $80.
Now here's the cool thing is Joe's got the pizza cutter, and you know it's an expensive pizza cutter, but I got some more because I got some plans here. And the interesting thing is that I didn't know this existed when I bought the other pizza cutter. But you can get a pizza cutter. I got another kit just like it. I got 3 more kits actually, because I just love doing that thing. So we're going to be doing more of these. That'll be way cool. And so those will be for sale. But I'm going to make the blank myself. I've got a 1.5 by 1.5 by 6 inch mold right here. So we're going to make that. So if you want a pizza cutter, here's a great idea, right? She just put a deposit down on a new ragdoll kitten. She broke. I got you, Joe. We got your back. Don't worry. She still wants the pizza cutter. Just give her a minute to rob the bank. So this will make a great handle for the pizza cutter and the pizza serving thing and an ice cream scoop. So if you want a matched set of all 3, not saying you do, you could actually design the blank by telling me which colors you want to go with your kitchen. Wouldn't that be crazy? Anyway, I had that thought. So I'm going to be making my own blanks. These blanks will be about $10 each. It won't be a $45 blank because it's just going to be resin. So we'll mix that up and that'll go with the kit. And I bought these kits because they were on sale. Remember how they were $29.99? And I said, oh, they're on sale for $18.19 for Black Friday or whatever. So I bought 3 online and went and picked them up at the store today. So that dropped the price as well. So we'll get that and that. And they also have this pizza cutter holder covers. Oh, there's 3 in here. Oh, so if you add one of these, it'll be $4 for a pizza cutter cover. That's pretty cool. I didn't realize there was 3 in there.
And then the pizza server is the blank is.
Yeah, too much math right now.
I'm trying to
for me.
Well, I'm the one that has to. People ask me, "Hey, how much do I owe you?" And I have to know. So I need to know, sir.
Yep. So anyway,
yeah,
pizza cutters are going to be available. I'm going to mix up some blanks if you guys don't want to spec them out. But that's going to make the pizza cutter a lot cheaper because now you're going to have a $10 blank, you're going to have a $20 kit, and then you're going to have a $45 turning fee, right?
So what is the blank that's in the pizza server?
Oh, that's one I made. It's the same one as the pizza handle or pizza cutter.
Which is how much?
Carrie, I don't know. I didn't do the math here. I'm not going to do it on on TV and in front of the fans because I'll make a mistake and someone will take me to the bank and say, no, you said it was $17.47 instead of
Well, the kit
$17.49.
is $20. So just let me.
Yep. Okay. Okie doke. Yeah, the kit's $20 on the pizza handle. So anyway. So yes, Denise, we are going to put this together tonight. I turned them all yesterday. I was in the shop, literally. So here's how it went. We made it till about, what was it, 3:30 in the morning, Care? Yeah, we went 20 and a half hours. And I had accomplished everything I wanted to accomplish in the live. We were having a blast of a time. Literally, it was the funnest 20-something hours that, yeah, math is hard, April. I'm with you. But it was the funnest 24. And there were still 14 people there at 3:30 in the morning. So I appreciate you. I thank you for hanging in there. But at that point of the day, Carrie was yawning. I'm like, we need to go to bed. So by the time I took a shower and climbed in the rack, it was about 4 a.m. I woke up at 10 a.m., 10:30, something like that, and got my day rolling. Really, I just literally played a video game till Carrie got up. She got up about 1:30. And then I went to bed. I played games all day and we watched TV together, all that kind of stuff. And then I went to bed at my normal, what was it, 10:30, 11, Care?
I guess.
That night. And Carrie did not go to bed until the next afternoon at about noon on the couch. She was moving and moving and moving and getting a whole bunch of stuff done. And then she sat on the couch for 10 minutes. And when she slows down, that was it.
That's how overnights was.
Her head went forward a few minutes, then her head went back. And I came in 20 minutes later, woke her up and put her in bed. But so she was up for literally 24 hours after the 24-hour live.
So the ice cream scoop is $60.
So the ice cream scoop is $60. No, it's got to be more than that. The blank is $45.
Yeah. And the thing
How much is the kit?
It's shipping about $15.
Okay, and a turning charge.
I don't know.
Yeah, so it's not 60. It's gonna be more than that.
Oh, I forgot the turning charge. Okay, so what's the turning charge on? Well, never mind.
Yeah, whatever that is, hybrid thing.
Hybrid.
So anyway, I want to show you something on. I'm going to bring my mouse down to here, since I'm down here sitting at the sitting at the table. Static electricity is alive now in the shop. I keep shocking myself everywhere.
$107? That'd be right.
Well, you got what? How much is the ice cream scoop skit with tax shipping? $15.
Right.
And then you got a $45 blank. Bad choice for a blank, but we had to use it somewhere, right? $45 blank. And then the turning fee of $45, $90. Yeah, $110.
Yeah, $110.
Yeah, it's expensive ice cream scoop, but it's awesome.
It's beautiful. I'm just telling you. It's
okay,
beautiful.
Math is hard. Denise says, thank you. Yes, ma'am. I've been playing all day, and here's what we did. So Denise loves the pens, and she doesn't like the brass painted. And I'm not a big fan of that too, because it's extra screwy work and all that kind of thing. But I found out a way. So this was she wanted the Leap pen to be turned into an ink pen. And that is an awesome idea. But I'm going to shift myself. But here's what happens when you have a brass tube. And I didn't realize that this would happen because the blank looks very non-transparent. Let's go to the microscope. So this will be one of the, let me get that focus there. This will be one of the prismatic blank, what do you call it? Abalone blanks. But as you get thinner, which makes true abalone, is that let the light in there, you can start seeing the brass tube. And I thought, ooh, I am not going to send that to Denise because Denise will not be happy. Or Denise is a fabulously wonderful and grateful person, and she would not say anything, but she would remember, wow, that pen was not Leopard Leatherworks like normal
quality.
normal quality and attention to detail.
I couldn't let it go.
Yeah. So I said, nope, Carrie, give me another blank. I got to figure out and do it again. So I got some of this stuff right here. Teakspert epoxy pigment paste, pure white. Now look at the difference in the blank that I've turned now. Now the brass, the epoxy that's on the inside is white. Looks like a little bit came off here at the end, but look at that. Now that blank looks like, let me get all my fingerprints off there. Looks like Denise would expect it. And I feel a lot better about this one. So now you get the reflection of all that abalone, which is just going to be gorgeous. Yeah, Joe, what color is the cat? New kitty.
It's like a.
So here's the other one.
It's like cream, and it's fuzzy.
It's a rag doll. It's pretty.
It's fuzzy.
But this is the top section of it. So Denise, the question is, here's the top of this one, and then right next to it, here's the top of that one. Which one do you like? Personally, I like that darker white one, or the more opaque one. Yeah, April, I'm telling you, I am so excited to do more of these. I am addicted now. Absolutely addicted. But anyway, this is the one I'm going to send Denise, the nice dark white one. Because this one here I'm going to sell to somebody else just to recover the blank and the cost of the pen pretty inexpensively. And then I'll have to have you sign a contract that you can't tell anybody that you got it here. Still a gorgeous blank, but it's not like that one. Oh, that's so beautiful. I love it.
And then April, I will get you, I'll figure out the cost tomorrow of the kit and what the handling, and I just usually wrap it and just what all it will cost. It's $40 plus UPS. It could be anywhere from $15 to $20 to ship it because it's long. And that's all I have to say for today. There we go. And so
this is an Indian River buffalo. So this, we're going to put that together too. This was just a really cool red, white, and blue one Denise had. Very nice. So we're going to put these together. We're going to have lots of little fun tonight. Here's one of her Fordites. Look how that Fordite shifted right there. I don't know how they did that, but that's pretty cool. But man, that is just gorgeous, isn't it? That Fordite stuff. I love Fordite. All right. Then we got this one. This one's really cool. Got a little pink in there. Looks pretty good. Then this one here was neat. Looks like a galaxy, doesn't it? That's cool. Of course, I got my fingerprints all over it. We'll wipe it down, Denise. Don't worry. Make it look nice. That is gorgeous. I don't know who mixed that up, but that is one cool blank. Okay, so let's get busy now. Let's see. Let's get back to the camera. So those are the things we look at to make sure that we're providing a quality product, because it is a quality product. It's just not exactly like I would want it. And then while I was doing it again, I forgot to mix the white with the epoxy on this one. So I got another one the same. So I have to turn this eventually into a cigar pen, and it'll look just like the other one with the brass tube showing, but someone will get a good deal. So not only that, but I can also do it in black. So if I have a very dark blank, I could use this black. And then we got some really cool colors here. We got white. We got bright red. This one's called lime green, but it doesn't look very lime. It looks very Christmassy when you dilute it out. Black, yellow, medium yellow, they call it, and ultramarine blue. So just a couple new colors I got just to play with. Okay, let's get serious here. We're going to pull out get rid of that cup there. We'll get rid of these here. And then yesterday we got up about the normal time in the morning and I just farted around in the shop all day, cleaning things up, getting things out of the way. Oh, we made such a mess on that 24-hour live. It was amazing. Oh, it was a mess. All right. Okay, so here we go. This is going to be, we blow that tray out, get all the junk out. This is going to be the Black Buffalo pen. And I just turned that second one for Denise, the really white one. I turned that this afternoon, probably about an hour ago, roughly. Yeah, about an hour and a half. This is the gun stock. This is a pretty cool kit. It's a lever action pen kit. Supposed to look like a gun. And it works really cool. Look at the front of this thing. It's got like a sight on it and stuff like that. I don't know if we can get that to focus on there. This one should go together pretty easily here. All right. Oh, I got to get my crank down here. Let's see. Where's the tool? Here's the tool. This is one of the things that we didn't do on the live the other night that I really wanted to do, and that's a bottle opener. And the problem with this one was, and I talked to the guy at the store, but I forgot to take this in, is this is the thing that goes into the wood or resin or whatever. And then this is supposed to screw down in there and it won't go. It just stops. So I'm going to take this back and get another one because I really don't want to mess with it. I could probably figure it out, but you know what? They need to give me a good product. So I'll take that one back. But this is your typical bottle opener. This would look great in a bar. Imagine that crazy resin colors. All right, here we go. Up in my chair. All right. Okay, we got our tube, which is right here. And one of these ends is just, where'd my thing go? Is just a titch different than the other. And when I say titch, I mean a titch. Let's see, where did my caliper go? Did I put it over here? Nope. Oh, I left it over on the saw while I was prototyping my hardwood stands for that pen holder. And we will sell those pen holders eventually. I just want to make sure we send out a quality product and somebody calls back and says, oh, my little stick's broke. Joe, you just take your time. We'll be here. We're not going anywhere. So Joe says she is white, but with darker markings around an eye. Oh, that's cool. Hard to explain. Send me a DM and I'll show you. Very nice. So Larry says, my secretary, I gave her one of my boxes and took her plaques to her and water fell. I imagine and something fell, but she was so happy. That's the important part. I believe it, Larry. That's cool stuff, man. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. Let me get a little cleaning paper towel here out. We just want to clean off the insides and the end as we're putting this together. All right, so throw a little alcohol on there. And I got my little bottle brush, so we will clean out the inside first. I did this before, but I just want to make sure it's super clean. Look down the barrel there, and then come over here and just wipe the ends of it on there. And that way we know we got a good, solid, clean inside and out kind of deal. All right, now we're going to go, we got the tip. We got the tip nut, which is right here. And that always has a little indent on it. But I do have to figure out which is the tip and which is the other one. Now, the tip is the larger of the two. The tip is 0.500, and the other one is, oops, let me get this on inches here. Let me get it zeroed out. Okay, so this end here is 4/8, and this end here is 5/0. So that'll be the 5/0 end is the, which is the 5/0? 5/0 goes to the back, or goes to the tip. Yeah, right in there. So that means this little tip nut goes in the 5/0 end. And again, I'm going to check it again just to make sure I got it squared away. Yep, that's the 5/0 end. So that's going to get the tip nut. What the heck? It says it's a 10 millimeter. Oh, that's the wrong tip nut. Here's the tip nut. I'm like, my heart is going pitter patter. I'm like, oh, I drilled that hole too big. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get back to the inches here. That one there is 48. That one there is 5/0. Beautiful. So the thick end gets the tip. Give me a heart attack there. I'm like, how the heck did I do that? And Carrie says, I don't know. What's that, babe? Tummy's upset. Oh no, that's not good. All right, now we got to take this end and put it on here. And we get, this is a pretty tricky one here because you have to pull the thing that you mook the pen, this little thing here. You got to get that out of the way. Bring that in, push that in there like that. Ooh, that's very nice. I like it. Okay, look at that. Starting to look like a gun. Hey, Rebecca. How you doing? Rebecca. Rebecca's in the house. We got to get the sight lined up with the top of the barrel. Oh, no, that's the other way. Because it's a gun, it has to be precision. And you got the sight on the top here, and you got to make sure it's going right down the barrel. Let's see, that is right down the barrel there. I don't know why this little thing moves right there. I would think that would have to be up. Maybe it has to be squeezed together. And they just didn't do that. Let's go see. Nope, that doesn't squeeze together. Interesting. Oh, I guess that goes down. It moves. That's pretty. I didn't know that other one moved before. That's pretty cool. All right. And then when you want to put the ink cartridge in, you take the front of the gun off. And you drop it down in there. And you put the spring on. Don't lose the spring. You can always get more replacement springs, but easier if you don't lose it. There we go. And then to eject the pen, you go like this. Look at that. That's so funny. That's so cute. All right. And then we screw this back on the back. Oh, I got to put that in there. Got to squeeze. Oh, I got to epoxy that in there. Here's what you got to do, though, because I have done this before, is you've got to put this on. Because if you don't, then all of a sudden, so we'll do that last. If you epoxy the nut onto this first, it may not line up with the threads. So what I do is I will do it and I'll hold it for 5 minutes and then boom, it'll be good to go. All right, so there's one gun, and we will glue that when we're all done. But I love how this works. Chick, 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 chick. In, out. Love it. Okay, we will take this one here. We'll finish that over there. Then she has an American flag one. All right, let's get that out of the way. Red, white, and blue. No, that's Fordite one. And then we got the Crimson Bell Black Lighthouse. That's the other lighthouse. And then we got Stars and Stripes. Another beautiful kit. Happy Monday to you, Rebecca. I hate fidgeting with these little packages, so now if I remember, I just cut them open. Oh, excuse me. It's always better to use tools, isn't it? All right. Okay, now we're going to put the nut here. Now I know which end that is because I made it so the flags go up near the barrel. So I know that's the right end there. The black one was all black. I had to remember. There we go. And then this screws into here. This is a very cool blank. It comes in 2 pieces, the stars and the stripes. And then you sort of guess where you're going to put them. And then you cut a little bit off, but then you put the tube in, and the tube is what holds them together. So you put epoxy in between the 2 pieces and, of course, around the tube. Rebecca's got building blocks tonight. Yeah, adult building blocks. Now we aim this so we can actually aim it. Dial it in there, keep it right there. I think I moved it. Yep, I did. So I got to sight it down the barrel there to at least get it close. We're not really shooting guns, but And once we get them lined up, I'm actually going to pick this up and sight down the bore just about there. That's looking pretty good right there. And then we squeeze that on. Beautiful. That's about the maximum dimension of that sucker, I'll tell you. All right, we're going to put this little nut on here. And then we're going to take this off now. Hey, Teresa. Good to see you. Don't lose the spring. I check it again. Oh, yes, it's right down the center. So there's the American flag gun. And of course, this stock will glue on there just like the other one in a little bit. But that is a pretty cool pen right there, I'll tell you. All right, next we got Crimson Antique Rose. That must be, it's not the Fordite one, so it's going to be this one. Lots of little pieces here, including some batteries. Let's see. Where'd my skizzers go? Here we are. So how's everybody's Cyber Monday going? I didn't buy much except pen supplies and pizza cutters and stuff at Rockler. That was the extent of my Cyber Monday, other than all the online good stuff. All righty. What is this thing here? Is that a pen? Oh, this is the ink cartridge. That's interesting. Look at that, Denise. Look how small that is. This is the ink cartridge for this. That's crazy. I got to get all the wax junk off the end of it here. All right, we got a blank. We got the part down there. This is going to be going in here, I'm sure. Okay. Let me get the instructions. I don't have any instructions. Actually, I got to look them up online. Let's see. Let's go to... Penn State Industries. Lighthouse. All right, I just looked it up, moved it over to there. Okay, we got the tube, and then we got a clip. Oh, the clip. This right here. That's going to go there. And then we got the battery stack. We got the cap coupler, which is this right here. So that's going to go down into there. And then we got the cap, and the batteries go right in there. We'll have to unwrap those batteries. And then this is the pen. There's the refill holder. That's a front end assembly. So this goes in there, and then this goes over top like that. Hmm. So that comes out of there. Is there supposed to be a spring in there? There is no spring. We got an activator. Interesting little kit, I'll tell you. So if we turn this, that doesn't seem to. Okay. Lay out the parts. Make sure not to press on the cap. Cap should not be attached to the coupler when pressing. Okay, so that's that one there. Battery should kept snapped into plastic for good results. Slide clip onto the threaded side of the cap coupler. Slide the clip. Yeah, that makes sense right there. And there's the cap coupler. And then press cap coupler without cap into wider diameter of the barrel. I'll make sure I got the wider diameter here. This one here is 5175. This one here looks thinner. That's 490. Okay. So that's the wider one, wider to the top. That's going to get pressed into there. There we go. Okay. And then drop the battery stack. Plus side. Flat side first into there. So that's going to go in there. And then thread cap onto the cap coupler, which is this part here. All right, now make sure the activator is fully threaded into the front end of the assembly, which is this thing here. And that's the activator. Oh, that's the pen thing there. I see. Make sure activator is fully threaded into the back of the front end assembly. That is, that's the activator right there. Fully in there. Slide the tip onto the front end assembly. Make sure refills. Oh, I got to put this in here. This gets threaded into here. Aha. Oh, that's how that works. Isn't that cute? That is quite the engineering on this sucker, I'm telling you. And then that, slide the tip, see, slide front end assembly, make sure slide the tip into the front end assembly. That goes in there. So that's how you replace the refill, Denise. You take the tip out, and then this is your refill that you can get at Penn State. Most different than any other pen I've done. All right, and then this is that activator there. Okay, so that goes in there, so that's pretty cool. And then this oh, I see. That goes all the way up into the top. Wow. So to turn the light on, Twist the front end assembly back and forth. So there's how you turn the light on. So that's the lighthouse pen. To turn it off and on, you turn this here to turn the pen, to turn the light on. Funny, it's not a press fit kind of thing. It's pretty crazy. And then this is how you extend your ink. So all the actions right here and right here. So here's your ink. Turn your pen on, turn your pen off. And then this is the light. Turn that this way, turn it that way. This is not a pen that you would take many places. This is a gorgeous one to sit on your desk and everybody go, ooh, check that out. Because this is a little loose up top here. I may think about that. I may even put a tap of super glue on here because you never have to take this apart anymore. Because I'm not a fan of how well this turns up top. But anyway, that's pretty cool. Turn the light on. And I don't think you can control what the light is doing. It's just a little LED that's going through whatever routine it's got programmed into it. So there's your light. It's got a little sailing ship on it. Let's go look at the scope here. This is I've never put one of these together. I've had them for a couple of years because when they came out, I bought a bunch of them, right? Isn't that what we do? We buy stuff. So there's the light. And then I'm going to turn the light activator on. I like how it has that flash out kind of thing. Multicolors, different rhythms, all that kind of stuff. And then that's like the top of the lighthouse there with the railing. And then this is sort of a lighthouse clip. And then down here at the bottom, you got some sailing ships in there. And this is the thing that turns the light off and on. And this is the thing that makes the ink go in and out. Pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty nice. What I don't like about it so much, though, is this part right here. It's not a press fit part, so it's easy to take apart. See how that's coming apart? They do that because the glass on top here would shatter. So you can't press it on. So they got to make it a little tiny bit loose. Joe. Oh, geez, now I want one. We got you covered, Joe. Top to bottom, sister. All right, let me shift back to the desk. Doom, here we are. Okay, so now we've got Denise's Fordite blank out. It's also going to be a lighthouse. And here is the other lighthouse here. Now that I know how to put them together, it should go a little better. Because that was weird, I'll tell you. All right, there's all the pieces. We're going to take this apart again here because this comes out. See this, so you don't even use this tool here to put it together. It's just all slide fit, if you will. So this goes in here and it screws in and then it goes in and out like that. All right, so that's cool there. So then this here, that activator is all the way in there. Here's the battery stack. And I think that's interesting. Oh, they put this together already. I'm not sure why they did that. Okay, so now let's go figure out which one is the larger. That is 4975. That is 5225. Okay, so this is the thicker end. In the thicker end, it says, didn't it say it goes to the top? Lever action, lever action. Where'd the lighthouse instructions go? Oh, it's on screen. That's right. Let's see. Layout parts. Let's see. Do. So the cap is the larger. So let me go do that again just to make sure. There we go. And that is the larger. So this is the larger and that's the cap. So let's see, this mechanism is going to go on the bottom. So here's the clip. And here's this part here that you can press on. This is the only part that you press on. And I'm going to arrange this so that the clip goes down in between the Fordite because we don't want to cover the Fordite. There we go. See, that one was a much tighter fit. Not sure kit variants. So that way, oops, where'd my screen go? So that way you get to see all the Fordite. So there's a little bit of in here in the middle that was covered up with resin. And then you see the Fordite all the way around. Very cool stuff. Okay, now this battery stack with the plus side down is going to go in there. And then the light is going to screw onto the top of that. There, I like how tight that one is. I may have to glue the other one just to make sure. It won't take much, that's for sure. And then this goes up into here. And that is sort of slide fit, if you will. And then here goes the bottom down here. And that just literally pushes on. And then here we go again. We'll turn the light on. There we go. On and off. On. That's very cool. It's the same kit, and but it's got the Fordite on it, which is really nice. That's some good looking Fordite right there. There it is, number 2. That's pretty nifty. That's pretty nifty. Here you go, babe. Check it out. So look at this. This is how you turn the pen out, just the tip, which is not like the cigar pen or anything else.
Does it light up?
It does come. Oh no, they're online. There's no instructions. They want you to go to their website. So that's where I looked it up. And then you turns the light off and on.
Oh, look at how cute that is.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Hey, Ann, good to see you. And again, let's check out the gorgeous Fordite because we love some Fordite. Now you can see where I put that clip? I put the clip in between the Fordite because you want to see all that Fordite. And again, there's the bottom of the pen again and the tip. It is pretty cool, isn't it? Pretty cool. I like it. I love doing all this stuff. I'm telling you, making pizza cutters and ice cream scoops and serving things and pens and diamond painting pens and then making the blanks. That was all so much fun. Let me get these guys. Yeah, and I got 4 music note blanks on the way. Okay, here we go for the next one. And let me get rid of all these bags here. Babe, you can have all these bags back. All these bags here. The Ziploc bags. Oh. Okay. No worries. I can do that. Okay, now we're going on to this one here. And this is the one that I very much dial in because this is the Big Ben or cigar. Let me get some more alcohol here. So we got where's my brush?
Everyone, thank you for paying for their 24-hour thing.
Yeah.
Thank you, ladies.
All right, so there's that one there. Somebody is sitting around, Larry, at a desk going, what can I do next? Let me do a lighthouse. People like lighthouses. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so this is white, smoky gray, and mauve pinks. Mauve and pinks. So Carrie does a great job of writing on there, so I keep them straight. Because when you get 7 or 8 kits together, I don't know, because even though the name is on the blank, once I turn it, I don't know what it is. So she writes on there which kit it goes to, which blank it is, all that kind of stuff. So that'll be fun. Yeah, and you know what, Larry? We haven't even started turning pens, ink pens. I mean, there are as you know, so many kits. Now, Big Bens I can almost put together with my eyes closed because I have done a lot of Big Bens. It is a very popular 2-piece, wonderful pen. Very usable, very stylish, easy to operate, all that good stuff. All right, there's all the pieces. I did not see a spring. Let me go check all the little bags. Nope, there's no spring. This happens again now and again, so I just go to another kit and grab a spring. Let's see, where's my cigars? Yeah, we're going to be doing some pens for Christina too.
Football pens.
Yeah. Yeah. Big Ben. Oh, that's EDC Big Ben. That's a little different Big Ben. Trying to find another Big Ben. I got a lot of EDCs. Dog pen, Celtic twist. Here we go, Big Ben. I'll have to order a little package of springs. That happens. They're pennies. I mean, it's just a spring, right? There we go. And I always pull it back out and make sure it wasn't in the bag, but it wasn't in the bag. They just shorted a spring. All right, let's get back to business here. Okay. So we cleaned this one all up. We did the ends. Make sure to do them again because I did them. I forgot. Okay, now the key to these is getting them right. They are 2 different blanks. The lower, it's always easy. There's one's longer than the other. The lower one is the longer one. All right, so now we're going to take the lower one. We're going to put the tip on this end here. I just noticed my thing needs to come back a little bit so you can see what I'm doing over here. Okay. All right, so that one goes there, and then you've got the I always got to make sure I get this right. Yeah, the top gets that part here, so this part gets that part there. There's the bottom, and then this goes down in there, and the actuator goes on top of it, screws down, and I like to screw the brass part super tight and then exercise a few times. Make sure it goes in and out because sometimes they're a little stiff. Yeah, Eagles pens. All right. And the more and more you exercise, all of a sudden it gets easier and easier because you don't want people to struggle trying to figure out how their pen works because they might think they might break it. And we don't want that to happen. And then the top here. Now, what I do is I roll it around, try to figure out what I would want to look at if I were using the pen. Because when you're holding the pen, it'll be like this. So you're going to see what's right in there. And I like that right there. It's looking pretty good. And that goes on the bottom. Bingo. And then this slides down on there. And again, the pen is retracted, which is how you'll use it most, or you'll lay it most times. And I'm going to look around to see. That looks pretty good right there. So I squeeze it together. So now when you're using the pen, still looks fabulous. When you are not using the pen, just a great profile. Okay, now let's get the other Big Ben. Let's see, that's the last one there. October Leap. Oh, there's an October Leap writing pen. Denise is a member of the Leap on the YouTube channel there. And we did the blanks, and luckily we came up with two fabulous blanks. I didn't even realize it. Okay, let's bring these guys over here. But I'm going to be doing more of these guys here because, man, they are just breathtaking. Again, check which ones. This is the taller one, so that goes on the bottom. We'll bring them over to the alcohol. Wipe the ends off. There we go. And then we will take our brush. Where'd our brush go? Here it is. Got too many tools here, don't I? It is, what, 28, 29 degrees outside, and it's a wonderful 70 degrees in the shop. Yep. All right, here we go again. Let us find the bottom there, and we're going to find the tip. The tip goes on there. Oh, that looks so good. Ooh, man. I hate to brag, but man, that blank just came out incredible. I agree, Joe. I agree. I let it go to about 68 overnight just because, nobody's in here. Other than that, it's just wonderful in here. The humidity is very low right now. I mean, I keep getting static electricity shocks everywhere. It goes in there. Was this the please use version 2 thing? I don't like that action. That must be the older action. That's why it says please use version 2, which is this one here. Yeah, that's a much smoother action. And this one, I don't know where they I guess they just left it in there and then told you to use this one instead, but that's a much smoother action. Again, what do I want to look at? Ooh, look at that right there. Ooh, yeah. That whole thing is good, but I want to see those black protein lines. These are so fun. And then there's another kind of abalone called Puau or Powa or Poo or something like that. I'll show it to you. And of course, I asked AI, how do I make some of that? And it told me, ooh, dang, that whole thing is hot on the bottom. But I got a really good green shimmer right there. So I'm going to match that up. So the pen is retracted right now. Ooh, that's good right there. Oh, beautiful. Now look at this one again in the scope. Here we go. There it is on the pen. And that's what so this is the side of the clip that you'll see when you're holding the pen. And right now it's fully retracted. So when you're using the pen, this is what you'll see on the side. The top doesn't change, but now you get down to the bottom and look at that. Look at that tiny little black line right there. That's crazy. Oh man, look at that. So when it's retracted, it looks like that right there. Look at that little thing right there. My goodness. I don't know how the heck I did that. I hope I could do that again. Oh, it just looks like it's flowing while it's sitting still. Incredible. Incredible. Let's get this one. This is a pretty good looking pen too. I like this one too. Again, you know me, I love color, tie-dye, the whole bit. Okay, where's the last kit? Right here. The blue, teal, yellow, gold, rose, red, blank. Carrie gives me all the directions, I'm telling you. And she did that by accident one day. And I came in, I said, what you did with that baggie, incredible. I love it. She goes, what? Did what? I said, you labeled that. I didn't even get lost. By the way, this is a very hot kit. I love this kit. I got to get more. It's called Blue Galaxy. That's the cigar pen kit. Oh, let me turn that light off. That's so blinding you. Cigar pen. Man, you can't even hardly read that. That's like 720. Is that in focus? There we go. Is that in focus to you guys? Mine looks like a little fuzzy. Weird. Let me turn that down a little bit. I know I love to have the light massively bright when I'm doing things. That way I don't feel like I'm in the shade. But let's get these all cut up here. But Denise and Carrie, I never had any of these blue kits in there before, but Denise and Carrie came up with them somehow. And Carrie said, oh, this should go with some blank. And we did it with a blank last week, a couple weeks ago, I'm not sure, before the cruise. But man alive, with the right blank, this blue kit is incredible. And I think this is going to be one of them. A little blurry. That's what I thought. I wonder how I can fix that. Camera. Mirror. Can we go to full def? Can't switch it to. There's standard definition. Let's see if that's any better. Where'd that bag go? Oops, let me turn that light off. So bright. Well, that's better, believe it or not. But maybe there's something going wrong with this camera. I may have to replace it. I got more. Camera, let's go to 720. Oh, now it got a little bit better. No, maybe not. Not sure. Not sure. Okay. Let's just keep opening bags. Okay. Again, same process with these guys. Let's take this tip. Look at this tip. That thing is like police blue. Make sure I got the right one. Yep, that's the taller one. Did I clean those? I swear I need some more alcohol or something. Not to drink, just to clean. That looks better. Still look dirty for some reason. Okay, so this goes in here. Yeah, camera might be going, Joe. We've been using it up there a couple of years, and they're just cheap little $49 cameras. Okay. Now on the big bends, even though we insert the pen cartridge from the rear and then we screw this on, you don't have to take the pen all the way apart. I forgot to show you. These big bends come apart at the bottom, so you can take the cartridge out and put a new one in. Not going to drink cleaning alcohol, that's for sure. That'd be yucky right there. That would be yucky. Okay, now we're going to come up to here again. Now we're going to figure out what we want this to look like. Oh yeah, look at that. That is all galaxy right on this side. That is the best part. Other side's not bad either, but that is the most dramatic part right there. Yeah, Joe, that'd be terrible right there. I don't care who you are. That would be yucky. And we'll take this, slide that on there. All right. And now the pen is retracted. So when I'm carrying it around, what do I want to look at? I got the galaxy on this side. Man. Hard to pick a side on the bottom, but if we go with that side, when you retract it, oh, it's going to pull all that red around. Ooh, that's cool. Let me take that cap off the refill. Wow, that changes the whole pen. Look at this thing. Let's go back to the Leopard scope here. Okay, so when we're looking at the pen, look at that blue. That blue is gorgeous. So when you're looking at your pen, just holding it, this is what you see. The other side still looks good, but it's got a little less dramatic spot right there. Good and shiny, but I really like that galaxy right there. And then when your pen is retracted, see, there's your clip, you get to look at this right there. Very, very cool. And then when you turn the pen on, all of a sudden that bottom just takes on a big red and yellow kind of deal. Brings the nebula in focus. Woohoo! All right, now I'm going to put this tool to the side just a little bit here. And I'm going to get myself a piece of paper that we don't care what gets on it. This is just your literally go to the kitchen warehouse place and get a 5,000 pack of oh yeah, you guys done good. You done good. Okay, now let me go back to the main screen here. Yeah, I love that blue. That looks so cool. So I just get myself a piece of parchment paper, fold it in half, sit it down here, and then I'm going to get some super glue out. And I'm going to get some medium. Yep, medium here, because I don't want it flowing everywhere. And you watch, I'm going to put the tiniest drop of this stuff on there. Let me clean the end of this off here. All right, that is open. Let me get a, where are they at? Oh, here they are. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring these guns over here. And then this tip here. And again, to explain it, oh, I froze. You get this little screw-on nut here that is supposed to either go in your own pre-made stock or you buy it with this stock here. And the key is to screw that on first, nice and tight, because that is where this is going to end up. If you glued it funny, you might glue it in that direction. That wouldn't be good. Okay, so what you do is you do that there. And I'm going to hold that mechanism there. And then we're going to bring this out and we're going to put the tiniest little dot of glue on there. Here we go. Literally just not even the head of a pin. Then we're going to put this on there and we're going to hold it just like that. There's no battery in this one, Denise. Oh, no, that won't affect it at all. All right, we're going to lay that down there, and then we are going to get a little bit of, give me a Q-tip here. A little bit of alcohol. All right, that's all nice and clean. There, now that stock is right where it needs to be. So we will put that over there. And we'll bring this one out. Let me hold this back here. Hold there long enough to do it. That would get me using a writing pen. Yeah, I got a couple of the. I don't have the revolver one, but I do have bolt action, and I do have these levers. And I'll just sit here and hold this till it's all done. It's better just to sit and wait. Just give it a few seconds and wait. The gun is freaking awesome. Now that would get me using a writing pen. I love it, April. Hello, Caroline. How you doing? Good to see you. How's Houston today? Or the Houston area, I should say. All right, that is now all done there. So we'll leave those to fully cure. And then we're going to bring out this thing here. So Denise, when you're changing the batteries, you'll take the lighthouse off and dump the batteries out in your hand. The thing I'm going to super glue is this part here. And I'm just going to put a titch right on this little thing right there, because that's the thing that grabs. Good night. See you around, Crafty. Miss Rebecca. And again, it is going to be the tiniest of spots. There we go. Literally, it is tiny. Tiny, tiny, tiny. I'm going to push that down on there and hold it. For my friend's daughter-in-law's baby shower last year, the theme was duck hunting. One of the freebies they gave us all was a shotgun pen. That would be cool. And again, I'm just pressing it down. Yeah, what makes these cute is, first of all, the gold is just on fire. It looks fantastic. And, oh, you know what? I just put one of them on upside down. I just noticed. All right, we'll leave that sit for a second. I noticed that when I was sighting this in, I sighted the bottom of the gun, not the sight. So I got to turn that around and dial that in. Oh, I got that right on the money. Okay, 2 degrees off. Beautiful. I had that front on upside down. Hey, Brian, what's happening, baby? All right, so Denise, this is how you slide this up into there. That's the activator. That literally just slides up in there. Don't want to glue that part. But this here, you drop the batteries in, flat side down or the plus side down, and then this just screws on. And then again, fully operational. Pretty cool. Anyway, so there we go. So there's that one. And we'll put the gun stocks over here. Yeah, April, this is the thing that kicks on these. And again, this is Indian River buffalo horn. So that was the horn of an animal that they make a blank out of, and then I bought it and all that kind of stuff. But what I love about this lever action is how they invented that. I don't know. That's just too cool. And of course, Carrie will clean those up. Beautiful. You're welcome, Denise, as always. So there is the pen collection for today. Now, what we're going to do now is I hate to waste this blank right here. So let's see what we got here. It has to be a Big Ben or cigar. So there's a Big Ben golden and gunmetal kit. You know what, Larry? It smells like burning hair. When you drill it out, it literally smells like burning hair. Or when you're trimming it up, it's like burning hair. It's the craziest thing. Okay, I got to find some Big Ben or cigar kits here. That's the Royal Gatsby Twist. Gatsby Twist. Here's a lever action right there. All black lever action. Here's the bolt action. The bottom of it looks like a bullet. It's pretty cool. Another lever action black. Another lighthouse pen, just like the one we just did, same color. Satin Chrome Manhattan, Majestic Squire, Faith, Hope, and Love. Platinum Cuban pen. Ooh, that might look good on there. See what else we got in here. Football pen pewter, Majestic Squire, Neural, Big Ben EDC, Capital Click. Another lighthouse pen, antique bronze. Okay, we just did that one. Neural, Executive, Neural, Cat Twist, Big Ben EDC, which is a single piece pen, not a twist pen. Cat Twist, Dragon, Golden Slimline, Big Ben EDC. My supply of Quinks. Celtic Twist, Big Ben EDC, Dog Gold Slimline, Duraclick, Gatsby, Cuban, Platinum Cuban. Do we get that one of those there? Yeah, it's the same thing as that one there. Gatsby, Gold Slimline. And what is this one here? Gold Cuban. Okay, so I got a Big Ben, so golden and gunmetal. These are all the same pen kit, just different companies. So we are going to do a drawing for this pen here. I don't want to waste this blank, and realize what you're getting. Don't bid if you don't want it, but if you want a Leopard Leatherworks pen put together with my abalone blank, again, I'm going to show you what this looks like. I call it a mistake of mine because I didn't mix white with the epoxy, but I'm going to raffle this off for $35. So you're going to get a pen with the abalone blank, but I didn't do the white, so it's a little bit gray. I mean, a little bit brassy. So this right here, so you can see a little bit of the brass tube in there. So this is a abalone blank that I cast up. Yeah, I like gunmetal too. Very sharp. So that's the lower section, and then this is the upper section. And again, and that's compared to when I did do it white on the inside, it looks like this. So this is a much better way to go. But for $35, you're getting a really cool pen. So you may choose golden and gunmetal, or platinum, or gold. And I think this is, as I look, yeah, so this is gold and black. This is gold and gunmetal. And then this is all platinum. So if you can choose one of those there, you may choose to do that. And if anybody wants to, I'm going to go to the StreamYard giveaway. StreamYard giveaway tool. And the pound of this, if you want it, again, I'll just make it for myself if nobody else wants it. But it is going to be pound Big Ben. Pound Big Ben. So if you want, you get to choose one of these 3 kits. I'll use these blanks right here, put it together. It's a perfectly functional pen. It just doesn't look incredible. So pound Big Ben, $35 for this pen. 35 bucks. Can't go wrong with that because this is normally $100 and something pen. Pound Big Ben. Pound Big Ben. And again, the Big Ben is this pen right here, but this is Denise's. And as I do these, I'm adding white to the epoxy when I epoxy them in so that I get that nice brightness on the back there. So pound Big Ben, $35. You choose the kit. And we're in no hurry. I'm going to clean up the blank while we're sitting here. Pound Big Ben. We'll give it a few minutes for everybody to get back over to their camera or their device there and put that in there if you want it. And again, I'll consider this a defect. That's why I'm literally just giving it away. I'm recouping the resin, I'm recouping a little bit of labor, and I'm recouping the cost of the kit. That's about it. And somebody gets a really cool, I mean, it's still a great looking pen. It's just not perfect. And Brian, you know how we go with the perfection, right? Okay, so this is prepared. There we go. Pound Big Ben. Pound Big Ben. We got a big 14 here. We got what? 1, 2, 3, 4 takers so far. Hey, Christina, good to see you. We got Christine and we got Christina. Pound Big Ben. Pound Big Ben. Looks like we got about 5 so far. Yeah, so far. We'll give it until, let's see, live is 138 right now when I looked at it up there. So we'll wait for 140 solid, which is under 2 minutes. Brian, I can send you that pen kit info if you'd like. Yeah. Brian's a good man. We like Brian around here. We use a lot of Brian's stuff. Christina and Christina. Oh, we got 2 Christinas. There we go. And I got to replace his camera because that little fuzziness is, yuck. I could probably, that's a 2-year-old camera, so I could probably get better cameras cheaper. Okay, 1 minute to go. Pound Big Ben, pound Big Ben. If you desire this pen, you pick the kit. I'll put it together. It's 35 bucks. And if you got an existing order with us, we could slip it right in there with it, and it'll arrive with no extra postage, I think, maybe at 50 cents or something for the weight. Pound Big Ben. 30 seconds to go. 30 seconds to go. Let me share while we're here. I guess I didn't share it yet, did I? Share screen, giveaway tool, share. There we go. Pound Big Ben. Pound Big Ben. All right, we are there. 140 into the live, and let's go draw. Let me go to the other page here and draw. Here we go. And the winner is Christina Carr. Congratulations, Christina. Now the question is, which kit do you want? golden and gunmetal, platinum, which is pretty much all that sort of platinum silver. And then this one is the gold Cuban, which is the gold with the black highlights. And take your time. And congratulations. Very exciting. By the way, these are Parker refills. Parker refills. You can buy them on Amazon. You can get them from Penn State. You can get them from your local Walmart, probably. All that kind of good stuff. Denise's aunt says the Quink Flow, Quink, I think, is the best Parker refill. And I can't disagree. It's a very nice writing pen. I've not used a lot of Parker refills myself, but certainly it's a good one. A really good one. Better than the stock one. Yep, Christina, you can text in there which one you want. Again, chrome, golden, and gunmetal, platinum, all platinum, and then gold with the black highlights. And Denise, just so you know, these are all the extras from Denise's pen. This was cute. Probably going to make a bead out of that anyway, but you got enough horn to do another gun. There is a little piece of Fordite left on this one, although it's not very exciting Fordite. This one could make another pen. I mean, I don't know if it'll make another lighthouse. Barely. No, it's not going to make a lighthouse. Just a 32nd of an inch too short. Oh my goodness. Carrie, are you listening? Because you got to come and choose now. And then there's some stripes left over. That might make a nice bottom of a pen sometime. Yeah, not quite. That's the top of that one there, and that one's even longer. But this might go good together, maybe 2 pens. Anyway, there's some opportunity here that you have left over, Denise. And I don't throw away good chunks. Let me ask Carrie. Carrie, come and choose a pen kit, please. Choose a pen kit to go with the abalone that I replaced. The brass one. No, not Denise's. I'm putting a pen kit together with the brassy ones, but I didn't put the white in the epoxy. She's like, no, I gave you one. No, we got that done. We got that done. Had to pull over driving home, packing up dinner. Sorry, ain't no big deal. I'll get a horn for me, please. What size kit? I'll get a horn for me. I don't know what that means. This horn here, it'll do another gun. You know, lever action for sure. Because if you see the lever action, that one will do another one. That was just half left over. So here, right here. Golden and gunmetal, platinum, or gold with the black highlights.
Here, I can't see them. They're too far.
Oh, okay, here you go.
Where's the pen? What's it look?
Right here.
Did somebody buy it? Or
Yes, I raffled it off.
who bought it?
I made Cole Cannon for supper night. Christina C. We raffled it off. Five takers, and it's $35 for the pen, the kit. And so I'm just recouping a little bit, that's all. Yes, ma'am, Denise. You and Carrie will hook it right up, and I'll put it together for you.
What?
She's got this is half of the horn that wasn't even used. So she still has another blank.
Okay.
So that's her blank she paid for with that pen.
Does she know what pen kit?
She doesn't know yet, but it says cool, we'll talk. So you guys can work that out and I'll put it together. But I don't like to waste blanks much as I can.
Yeah, she has one in there, and
And Christina says whichever one accents it the best.
these two look the same. These look the same.
Well, this one here, this is gold and gunmetal, so it's a little bit lighter. It's not black, it's like that silver or that gunmetal, that gray kind of thing. See that? It's not black, it's
No,
gunmetal.
not that one.
Not this one? Okay. That one doesn't go, says the pen whisperer. So the choice is the gold Cuban. I think that'll go good.
Because of the brass in it, you want to stick more with like gold and such, even though it's a little silver. Like there's some blanks that have a lot of silver tones and no gold tones, so a gold pen kit is not optimal.
What she said. I don't know about them gold tones. Is that a rock group, the Gold Tones? Oh, Brian, you missed it, dude. Brian, you must be behind. You might want to refresh.
So do I need to write up a list?
Yeah, for Christina, this for this pen.
The 24-hour blank is in there.
The 24-hour blank is out there too, Christina.
Did Caroline come on?
Caroline did come on. She's
Okay,
probably sitting there lurking right now.
Yeah, she put Caroline. What I was saying in my message back to you was you chose an E-pen for the 24-hour blank. It's very transparent, so you will see the vacuum tube through it.
Not so much. Yeah, a little bit, but not so much through that one. That's not too bad. And look, I got 2 new Big Ben kits or tubes that I won't use on this one. Okay, so this one here.
See how?
Yeah, I know.
So you'd see the vacuum.
You'll see, but it's not like clear.
It's not like clear, but you see it.
I get it. I get it. The person has spoken. That was her 2 cents. Doesn't matter to me. I'm trying to figure out a way to hone those out. I just haven't figured out. Yeah, 35 is a good deal. It's a steal. And quite frankly, Brian, I'm not happy that I forgot the white when I put the epoxy in. Usually I tint it with white stuff here so that it you could paint the inside of the tube too, but that's actually more labor than it's worth. So, but I want to make sure these are out. And you know what? Quite frankly, I could do that again because I do have another set of blanks I'm going to have to turn. And that's this set here. Same abalone, but I forgot to whiten it up again, whiten the epoxy. And literally, I was doing this to replace the one I did for Denise, and I forgot the white the second time. So maybe we'll raffle that off too. So I'm going to have another pen. I'm like, I might as well get rid of that too. I mean, what the heck, right? Don't waste that resin. But if anybody else wants to do it again, put pound Big Ben 2, pound Big Ben 2, and we'll raffle that one off. That looks good right there. Pound Big Ben 2, 35 bucks. Same thing. I'm just literally turning and recouping the cost of the kit and the resin. Ooh, that's a good looking bottom too, man. Pound Big Ben 2, pound Big Ben 2. Beautiful. That still makes a great looking pen. Look at that. Wow, that came out a lot better than I thought it may. tomorrow. Famous chili. Man alive. That I'm going to show you on the leopard scope here how good that looks. I just turned it off. How good that looks with that kit. Man, Carrie has got the eye for marrying up these kits. Again, you can see that little brass tube in there, but, you know, not perfect. Not my best work because I forgot the white. But pound Big Ben 2, pound Big Ben 2, if you want that pen. Pound Big Ben 2. Just hate to waste that abalone blank. And it'll be this one here. And I'll save these tubes for later. I'll put those in a Big Ben bag. Put them in my pipe box. Yep, never throw away those brass tubes either because you never know when you're going to use them. Let me see if I have any. While you guys are doing that Big Ben 2 thing, I'm going to see if I've got any other cigar Big Ben kits. Crochet handle, crochet. Oh, platinum Cuban. There's a golden gunmetal again. Dragon twist, faith and pen. Big Ben golden and chrome. That might not be too bad. Big Ben chrome. No. Lighthouse. Halloween Haunt. Phoenix Rising. Lighthouse. Haunted Halloween. Gatsby Grande. Gold twist, twist, twist. Big Ben chrome. Oh, that heck, that would look the same as good there. Lighthouse Antique Rose. We got lighthouses and Big Bens and all that kind of stuff. Big Ben 2, Big Ben 2. There's the chrome, and that's exactly the one we just used on that one. I may just use that one again. Big Ben golden and chrome. That might go. Golden and gunmetal. Carrie said no to that earlier, so it's probably not going to go the second time. Big Ben 2, Big Ben 2. In fact, I'm going to make it just like this one here. I'll probably get it turned tomorrow afternoon because I haven't even trimmed these yet. These are still the length. When I literally 10 minutes after I walk back in the office and I'm going, oh crap, I forgot the white. Carrie, give me another blank. Big Ben 2, Big Ben 2. All right, let me get back to the StreamYard giveaway here. Let's see. Pound, B-I-G-B-E-N 2. All right, we got 3 takers on that one. Big Ben 2, Big Ben 2. Big Ben 2. Big Ben 2, Big Ben 2. Okay, here we go. We're going to draw now. Let me share. Add that to the stage. Looks like we got 4 takers there. Big Ben 2. Hopefully Brian is up to snuff on the thing and he moved to the beginning because hate for him to miss an opportunity again. But we got Caroline and we got Starla and Teresa and Joe so far. Big Ben 2, Big Ben 2. Hopefully, if Brian is still here, he refreshed and came up to snuff. Big Ben 2. We'll wait 1 more minute to 155 and a half, 156 and a half. And I will turn that, like I said, tomorrow. That way I can get out the door real quick. And I appreciate you letting me recoup the kit and the cost of the resin and all that kind of good stuff. And I have lots of pen kits, as you see. It's like buying diamond art kits. You just got to, they go on sale, whatever. You just buy up a couple because you'll use them. Guaranteed. All right. Big Ben 2, Big Ben 2. Yeah, if you're going to go with it, Brian, jump in there. If not, we're going to share here or spin up. So here we go. Big Ben 2, Big Ben 2. Let me get to the other screen so I can click on it. Boom. Here we go. Joe Atwood, Big Ben 2. She gets a new cat and a new pen. So this will go, I'm going to use that same chrome kit because it's got the black with the chrome that this one here has. That's golden chrome. Big Ben. Oh, here it is. Golden and chrome. There it is. No, that's black. That's golden black. I'm about to go get one of those kits. I'll go get one of those kits tomorrow. I love going to Rockler. I'm so glad we have a Rockler and everything right in town. All right, everybody. That was fun. Look at here's, let me get rid of that right there. Denise's pens tonight. Very, very cool. 3 Big Bens. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Fordite with a lighthouse. Some type of red, white, and blue with a little bit of gray in there. Lighthouse. And then 2 lever action. One made out of a Stars and Stripes kit. And the other one is a black Indian River Buffalo horn. For a while there, I was trying to figure out where the Indian River was. There is no Indian River. I'm sure there's an Indian River somewhere, but it's an Indian River Buffalo. Came from India. Pretty cool. All right, everybody. Thank you. And here's the one that Christina won. We just put together for her. Already turned it up and stuff like that. That's when I noticed that, wow, my abalone is pretty hot because it doesn't look transparent here, but it is. And that's what gives it such depth and reflection is that transparency or translucency. Not sure which that is. But you guys have a great evening, and we shall see you soon. Let me get the button here. Say goodbye, Tim. Goodbye, everybody. Let's go see Rebecca build blocks.